So we are currently in Kyoto, Japan. Me and Casey have been on this trip only for a couple of days, but I'm really excited because we're about to go into our first Pokemon Center. One of the things that we wanted to make sure we did was go to as many Pokemon centers as humanly possible. We're gonna be here for a total of about 16, 17 days. 16 days now, 17 days in total. I wanna go to them all, honestly, because I think they're all a little unique, but I feel like they're probably gonna sell a lot of the same stuff. I think there are some exclusives per store, but this is our first one, so let's go in. Look at this. It's like Mr. Mime, but like Flat Stanley. Hug you. Mr. Mime will hug you. They got Gengar bags. I'm not quite sure what they're for. I love Gengar. I love Haunter more. Haunter is my favorite Pokemon, but by proxy, I love Gengar since, you know, that's what he becomes.
It looks so cool.
We got Venusaur, Charizard. There's so much cool stuff. Why don't we have this in America? Look at that. That is very unique. It's like him in attack mode. It's like a hook. You flip up its tail. I guess you like hang keys. They also got a Mew.
Look at this little hairband. Earring? Oh no, they're not. They're pins. These are earrings? Oh, I should get earrings.
I see Smoliv.
Where's Smoliv? I don't really know a lot of the new gens, but Anthony was playing Pokemon Go one day and he caught a Smoliv. And I was like, what is that? And he was like, Smoliv. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard. And so now I've been obsessed with Smoliv ever since then.
I feel like I want to get a sticker too. How much are they? I literally got all three. Haunter, Gengar, and Ghastly. This is literally just like a Haunter, Ghastly, Gengar trip. This is a Porygon iPhone case, but it's only for iPhones 8, 7, 6S, and 6. But I honestly may have bought this. A couple other Gengar items here. This is another phone case, but then also, look at these things right here. This is a screen protector, but when you turn it off, you can see Gengar. I'm probably getting the screen protector. So we are now at our next Pokemon Center here in Osaka, and it is kind of crazy. It's a Sunday, so a lot of people are off. It's also on the 13th level of a department store that literally has a Nintendo store, a One Piece store, and a Capcom store. You can wait and check out our Osaka video if you want to see all of that. This is just the Pokemon Center, so let's see what Osaka has to offer. So we have a lot of the same little plushies. There's an Igglybuff right here. Assuming these are like a constant at a lot of the Pokemon centers. I want to see though, are there things that are here that I did not see in Kyoto? I said if I saw something again, I was going to get it. I don't care the cost, and I'm getting it because I see it. I had to. I don't even see another one besides this one. This is 7,150 yen, and that is the equivalent, $47. I've spent money on worse things. I literally have no idea what this Pokemon is. This seems so much smaller than the last Pokemon Center we were at. If you can avoid coming here on a weekend, avoid it. It is very busy. This is interesting right here. They have an area to play the Pokemon card game, which I actually played before when I was a kid in the States in like a tournament. I don't know this Pokemon, but it is literally like sushi shrimp. This Psyduck right here, which comes up to my hip, costs 30,000 yen. Casey found a Venonat wallet. That's really funny. I don't feel like Venonat is most people's favorite Pokemon.
I'm sure there's some people out there that have been waiting for their moment to get submerged. This is your time. These are so cute and they're fuzzy. They kind of remind me of like carpet almost, but not really. I love these. Oh my gosh, so cute. Like the Charmander. I've always loved the color scheme of Bulbasaur, even though I'm not the biggest Bulbasaur fan. So busy.
They got some Pokemon Gachapon here, so I'm gonna try my luck with one and see what I get. What the heck? Did it not work? I put it in an empty one.
Oh my gosh. Can you like get it back?
Oh yeah, okay, nice. Let me check this time. All right, there's some in there. I could either get Jigglypuff, which is Casey's favorite Pokemon, Gengar, which is my favorite Pokemon, or 3 I do not know. I got one that I don't know. Who's that Pokemon? Nice little spot to put your trash. So we are now at the next Pokemon Center, which we were not anticipating visiting one here in Osaka, well, another one I should say, but we found another one. This is Pokemon Center Osaka DX. There's also a Pokemon Cafe here, but unfortunately, we didn't get a reservation. You have to kind of do that like a month or 2 out in advance. We're gonna walk by it, so maybe we can get some shots for y'all, but let's see what this Pokemon Center has to offer. So right out the gate, we already got the 3 legendary birds from Gen 1, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, which is pretty cool. That might be one of my favorite displays we've seen up to this point. The first 3 birds, can't beat them in my opinion. So I'm already seeing some stuff I hadn't seen at the other stores. Product of this is limited to 1 per person. These are chocolates shaped in this Pokemon right here, which I don't even know his name, and it's right above his plushie. There was a Mr. Mime here too, so I didn't have to worry about not getting it. But getting it at the first Osaka Pokemon Center allowed me to have a photo opportunity at the top of the Omeda Sky building. A whole bunch of the sleepy Pokemon here. We've seen the Gengar, we've seen Charizard. Dragonite seems new. I don't think I remember seeing Dragonite at any of the other previous Pokemon Centers. There's also a Mew. Oh man, I really like this Ditto. It's so soft. We'll come back. Maybe I'll get it here. This is to water your plants, and it's Horsey.
Oh,
look at that.
That's cute.
You like pour it here.
Oh, that is so cute.
This was the design in the Kyoto store that we saw on the pillows of Porygon and Snorlax, but it also has a Dragonite, a Tauros, Aerodactyl, and Gyarados. Oh wait, these are shirts.
Oh.
We also just found that they have this kind of in sticker format as well. It's like a specific design that they're using and repurposing for a couple of different items. So we've officially made it to Tokyo, our first Pokemon Center in Tokyo, and this one is located at the Parco Shopping Center or department store or whatever you want to call it in Shibuya. Really excited because this one has the big display of Mewtwo in like his little capsule from Pokemon the first movie. Let's go check it out. That looks so cool, guys. So freaking cool. I'm pretty sure that this Pokemon Center allows you to design your own shirt as well. I think they give you templates, if I'm not mistaken. Wallets, phone cases, they got Mew, Mewtwo, a Pokeball, Pikachu, and then they even got like these bedazzled phone cases right here. That is really cool. A wedding ring that says,
I choose you. We had a cake at our wedding. The topper said, I choose you.
But you know, it's funny, Casey didn't want it. She thought it would be too tacky, and then now she likes it.
I've since embraced my nerdy side even more since then. I had it back then, but I didn't show it as much.
She had it repressed. Looks like we got a lot of the same plushes over here. I'm telling you right now, the thing that sets this place apart are these shirt designs. We got Blastoise right there, Togepi, Vulpix, Magikarp. We got Ditto. It's just all these shirt designs that make this Pokemon Center the most unique one that we've seen up to this point. Is this shirt design right here by the Ditto? Those are all the plushes in the Pokeball right there. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. It's like graffiti of Mewtwo right there. And then right across, we have Mew. So based off the theme here, I feel like I either need to get something graffiti or something Mewtwo, or maybe both. So it looks like you can design your shirt and pick it up after 1 hour.
That is only
Up to X large?
Only this size.
Okay, so let's see how we go through the process of doing this. Rules, use Pokemon. Oh my gosh, I do not like reading, guys. Who else just scrolls to the end of things and clicks accept? You can combine Pokemon and stamps. You can combine Pokemon, mask, frame, choose your favorite word or number. This is getting more simple. Shit, I just clicked Psyduck. Okay, so we're looking for Mewtwo. Okay, clicking Mewtwo. Chose the art, the text. Mewtwo. I don't know, should I put it in Japanese?
Japanese is kind of cool.
Japanese is cool. I think I'm gonna go with Japanese, guys. Finished.
All right.
Please call the shop staff. It is now officially my time to go get my shirt, but in order to get tax-free, I need to get something else that's like 1,100 yen, which is like $7 or $8. Casey, pick out something you like. It's on me. So I was a bad husband. I told Casey she could have whatever she want, and I found like the amount of money I needed with these two big ass stickers of Mew and Mewtwo. So Casey, you can get something at the next Pokemon Center.
I mean, I chose not to get anything, y'all.
Well,
he didn't tell me I couldn't. I was like, I'll just get something later.
But I chose you.
Yeah, okay. I feel like people are gonna be like, you told her she couldn't get anything. I literally said I didn't want anything. I was like, it's fine, I'll find something at the next one. There's nothing here I wanted.
There's a Gachapon here. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the one that I know what I'm gonna get because I think it's all Magikarp, but there's a possibility you can get a shiny Magikarp. All right, you think it's gonna be shiny, babe? Unfortunately, not shiny.
Design?
Yes.
Next size, okay?
Yeah, extra large? Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Check this out. This is so freaking cool. I love it. So I haven't bought a shirt from a Pokemon Center yet, and this was the perfect opportunity to do it at this place. Honestly, there were several I wanted to get, but just the fact that this was Shibuya where they had the Mewtwo display, they also had a Mew at the cash register, I had to go with Mewtwo, and that's also why I bought the stickers of Mew and Mewtwo.
So the next stop on our journey was the Pokemon Center Skytree Town. And y'all, this was my least favorite Pokemon Center we visited in Japan. It was ridiculously busy. Now that may have been on me because we did go on a weekend. Didn't find much merch here that I didn't already see at other locations besides the Pikachu holding on to the Tokyo Skytree plush and keychains. But if you're not coming here for that or for its really cool display of Pikachu riding another Pokemon that I am unaware of, I honestly would probably recommend finding another Pokemon Center unless you're already in the area to visit either the Tokyo Skytree or if you're visiting the Kirby Cafe, which is actually right across from the Pokemon Center in the shopping center it's located in.
So we are here at our next Pokemon Center, and this is Pokemon Center DX Tokyo. There was a Pokemon Center DX in Osaka that we visited, and this one is DX as well. I'm not sure what that really means, but let's go find out. This right here is so cool that they have like this display of all the different Pokemon games. I think these are all just handhelds. I'm pretty sure that this fight was either the first fight you saw in the very first episode of Pokemon, or if it was Pokemon the first movie, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the first episode. In America, we got Pokemon Blue and Red and Yellow. In Japan, they got Pokemon Green. The things that we were denied in the United States. The last Pokemon Center we were at was DX, had a Pokemon Cafe, and as does this one. Again, very similar to last time. Reservations are very hard to come by, so if you plan on doing it, good luck with it, do the research. Ooh, look at these Pikachus. This is like Sakura? That is so cool. I might have to get one of these. This might be the one we end up getting. I don't know exactly what sort of attire this is, but it's definitely very Japanese. And I really like it. And I'm not really a big Pikachu fan, and that feels so weird to say because it's Pikachu. Everyone knows Pikachu. But I really think I might get this one. There's one other Pikachu that's right here at the front that maybe he's a ninja. He looks like a ninja, right? Like the little scarf type of thing. That's also really cool. Not as cool as the other one though. I think the other one is very unique. I mean, all three of these are unique. I've never seen a Pikachu like this before. So we'll come back to this and I'm probably getting that one. I think they're the legendary Pokemon, and we saw them like in the murals, and I'm pretty sure this was the one that was like the photo op at Osaka. Legendary Pokemon, I'm assuming. And then the other one, this is a motorcycle? This is like the thing they ride in Tron, but like animal form. Okay, here are some keychains I haven't seen before. Pikachu looks a little derpy. There is a Cleffa right here. These are thick too. Look how thick that Cleffa is. At first glance, I thought this was like a coloring book, but I think it's like doing math problems, but with Pokemon.
Didn't you say you had a tutor and you corrected them?
Yes, when I was a child, my mom actually got a tutor for me. She was trying to appeal to like what I liked, and what I liked was Pokemon at the time. She picked up my Mewtwo card, and then she asked me, if you came across this Pokemon in the wild, would you pick it up and put it in your pocket? And I just immediately shut down. I was like, Mewtwo is 6 feet tall. How would I put him in my pocket? And that was the last time I ever got tutored by that woman ever again. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I've seen this now like 3 or 4 different times, this ghastly keychain. And I feel like I'm gonna get it finally. You've been looking at me, sticking your tongue at me since Kyoto. Casey found Pikachu with a strawberry. This is pretty cool, guys. I don't think I've seen this at a store yet. This is metal. That is a Mew cup. And it might be coming home with us, y'all. They got Pokemon pasta. I don't know if you could see the little pastas in there. They have a lot of phone cases for old iPhones. This is like for iPhone 11 that I guess they just kind of stick around until they actually get bought, but I feel like they're gonna be here for so long. They have these little Pokemon juice or freaking jelly. I kind of want to get one and see what it tastes like. All right, so we have the peach Slowpoke and the grape Ditto jelly. Oh, the grape is sour. Feel like I would like it as a kid, as a grown man. It's not for me. The peach is better. It tastes like, not boba, but when you go and get boba, they have the options to get like the other things that are like jelly inside of it. There's like the juice around it, and then those little slimy parts. That sounds bad when you're describing food, but it's like really slimy kind of jelly type things. That's what this tastes like. Both of them, they both have those like little things in them. The peach is a little bit better because it's not as sour. But if you're into sour stuff, you probably will like the grape. That's the peach.
Peach is nice, very sweet. I mean, it tastes like candy, but it's good. Here's the Ditto grape. It tastes like kids' medicine, like kids' grape cough syrup medicine. Ugh.
All right, y'all, so today we're at our final Pokemon Center. This is the Pokemon Center mega location located in the Sunshine City Mall. This Pokemon Center is supposed to be their flagship. It has a Pokemon Go lab, and there's also a Pikachu Sweet Treats. I think it's just kind of like the stuff that you could get from a Pokemon Cafe, but to go. There's not a sit-down thing, so we can go check that out as well. I think let's start with the Pokemon Go area. Oh, whoa, look at all those freaking Pokestops here. That is crazy. Let me claim my rewards first. Spin a couple of these. My bag is full. I can't spin shit. So this little area here, they have all the Pokemon trainers that you could pick from. Instinct, Mystic, and what was the other one? Valor. Valor was the other one. You were Valor. I was, wait, I forgot her. It was this girl, yeah. Here you go, it was Mystic. This was my girl. This was my trainer right here. She taught me everything I knew. This guy over here, I think was like the Professor Oak. of Pokemon Go. He actually has chin hair.
Real hair?
Well, it's like a little patch of like hair.
It looks like real.
It low-key looks like pubes, and it's a little disgusting to be honest. All right, so we're about to walk into our last Pokemon Center, and I'm kind of sad now. All right, so a lot more space to walk around than the Sky Tower for sure already. This is new, guys. This jacket I have not seen at any other location. On the back it's pretty plain, but the inside liner, it's like Pokemon on a picnic, it seems. There's like little lanterns, water bottles, picnic baskets, sandwiches. So I see this little Detective Pikachu on another Pokemon that I don't even know this Pokemon's name either. Sorry guys, a lot of these newer Pokemon I just do not know. I feel like that's been a common trend here in this video. There's also this Eevee wallet. The back, I feel like it holds like an ID and maybe just like a card or something, so nothing too crazy. One of the things I've noticed through all my Pokemon Center journeys is that there are specific designs that they pick and then they put it on a lot of different merchandise. There's this, I think this is like caution tape with that exact same design. And then there's also like this sushi theme that we got going on here, from keychains to backpacks to socks. Going back to that design theme I talked about, they have it on this wallet as well as this cup. I got so many of these stickers, not just from the Pokemon centers, but from other stores while we were here in Japan. A lot of anime stickers, but I'm getting one for Casey. Jigglypuff. When you exit, there's all these really cool murals. I guess these are fighting Pokemon. They're all kind of themed. What Pokemon is that? A keychain? What is this? What? Are people just running out of like ideas? Who's that Pokemon? That's the real question. Oh, this one's really cool, y'all. Blastoise, Charizard, Venusaur, Snorlax, Lapras, and Pikachu. Look at that. I think there's one more mural all the way down here, and I think it's all the evolutions of Eevee. Eevee, baby little Eevee. I don't know why I called Eevee baby, but Eevee's sleeping down there. Let's go see if we could find this Pikachu Sweets place. It's supposed to be on the same floor here. Also, I didn't realize this, but the walkway from the Pokemon Go lab to the actual Pokemon Center, look at the light fixtures. These are really, really freaking cool. Also, this entire floor is just lined with Pokemon displays. Okay, so the actual name is Pikachu Sweets by Pokemon Cafe.
This sweet is a takeout store.
Yes. Okay. Should we get one of those to commemorate? I'm gonna tell you right now, the one that's calling my name is the teal one. You're sold out of this, right?
Sold out.
Sold out? Okay. So they had one, I guess, bigger food item that was a little waffle that had like Pikachu ears, which looked really cool, but it was sold out. And then there's like these little sweet cake things, if I'm not mistaken. So we got one of these. This is a strawberry. We also got a orange Frappuccino. They have a Frappuccino type of drink here. And then obviously we got our little Pikachu to commemorate the experience here. This is the second Pikachu we got. If you want to go to a Pokemon themed cafe, even though you can't stay in here to eat it, it's to go, there's not really a spot. There's like a waiting area that looks really cool. It's really bright and pink. If you can't get into the Pokemon cafe, I feel like this is a pretty good second option. All right, let's try it. I'm gonna push that little thing down. Mix it all up. Oh, it's cold. That is a very pleasant orange. I actually really like this.
It's like a slushie, and it's really good. It's literally like an orange slushie. With the whipped cream, it tastes like an orange Julius. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna try the little cake thing. Not really my favorite thing.
Right. All right, guys, so that concludes all of our 7 Pokemon centers that we visited all throughout Japan. And when I say all throughout Japan, 3 cities, Kyoto, Tokyo, and Osaka. But I think my favorites were the one in Kyoto and then the Tokyo location in Shibuya where you could actually design your own shirts. There was a couple that were just really, really small. I didn't really enjoy the Tokyo Sky building, but we also went on a Saturday. Very touristy area. It was literally shoulder to shoulder and you couldn't even move. Y'all tell me what was your favorite Pokemon Center out of the ones that we visited, and tell me which ones we should visit next time when we're in Japan, because there are more out there.